Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Once again, it's been a little minute. I haven't been here in a while, but I've missed doing this and I felt, now is a good time to start again. Why not? Hell, I've been pissing people off apparently with my videos lately anyways, so we might as well keep going. As you can see, I've moved. Nice place, I love it now. You got Egypt back here being a little lazy. So today, what I want to talk about is the president and his coronavirus, of how he's been handling it, and some of the things I think has been funny that he said in the past because he's been going back and forth so much. So I want to look at some of his tweets throughout this past year that he's talked about with virus, how he contradicts himself, how he goes back and forth, and then how he is handling himself right now. So the first one I'm going to look at is the tweet that he put out January 24th of this year. China has been working very hard to contain the coronavirus. The United States greatly appreciates their efforts and transparency. It will all work out well. In particular, on behalf of the American people, I want to thank President Xi. He was praising this man, all right? This is before he started being super offensive, calling the China virus and all these other things. He talks about how great this man handled the virus and how he is stepping up and doing all these wonderful things. That would have been totally cool, totally respectful, totally acceptable. Looks like camaraderie against from one president to another country, and great. March 18th says, I always treated the Chinese virus very seriously and have done a very good job from the beginning, including my very early decision to close the borders from China against the wishes of almost all. Many lives were saved. The fake news narrative is disgraceful and false. There he is talking about the fake news. Everything's fake news. If it's positive about him, that's real. But anything negative is always fake news. That's right there is disrespectful. Again, already he's calling it the Chinese virus. He knows the name of it because he literally said the name of it 2 months before. He knows it was a coronavirus, COVID-19, all these things, but you don't have to call it China virus. That is him trying to be, that is a microaggression. That's a very terrible thing that some of his followers, again, act like it's not real. Microaggression is very real. Your president shows it very hard and it's terrible. May 24th, it's 2 weeks after my birthday. The United States cannot have all mail-in ballots. It will be the greatest rigged election in history. People grab them from mailboxes, print thousands of forgeries, and force people to sign. Also, forge names. Some absentee, okay when necessary, excuse me. Trying to use COVID for this scam, okay? Well, again, it's not a scam. Absentee and the mail-in ballots are literally the same thing. He has been doing it for years. Who is this vote mafia that he thinks is out here that's going to force people to do all these things besides his people? In my opinion, the greatest rigged and false election we've had is the one that he won, that Russia had a huge part in playing in, that we kind of just seem to let go of. The following day, your president said, great reviews on our handling of COVID-19, sometimes referred to as the China virus. It's never referred to as the China virus, only by him and, again, his following. Ventilators, testing, medical supply distribution. We made a lot of governors look very good and got no credit for so doing. Most importantly, we helped a lot of great people. I hate him in this great. We weren't doing great. We were doing terrible. The only reason that things looked maybe okay and they keep acting like it didn't happen was school was shut down. College, public, private, K-12, everything was shut down. So that means there was a lot of teachers not working, a lot of kids not going to school, a lot of professors not working, a lot of librarians, cafeteria workers, janitorial staff, office staff, whatever. There was a lot of people staying home. May 28th, a couple days later, because you know he stays on Twitter. All over the world, the coronavirus, a very bad gift from China, marches on. Not good, okay? But you just said before that we're handling it well, but now it's not good all over the world. So do you mean everywhere besides the United States? June 15th, he says the far-left fake news media, which had no COVID problems with the rioters and looters destroying Democrat-ran cities, is trying to COVID shame us on our big rallies. Won't work. Is it COVID shaming? They're talking about how it's terrible. The thing is, okay, and I'll talk a little bit about this, but I'll talk more about it in a different type of video. When people were going out rioting, they were rioting because people are tired. People are tired of dying. People are tired of people getting shot by the police for the color of skin, for doing nothing, for just living their life, for sleeping in their bed, for going to the store, for carrying a candy bar. And so they went out to riot and protest. Now, a lot of the looters, when they were going out, a lot of the looters weren't even part of the protest. Some were, you know, and I won't say that they weren't because I'm not ignorant to it and I'm not a Trumper who tries to pretend like my side is the only good side. Now, you holding these big rallies, you are voluntarily bringing these people out to just come see you speak. And not only speak, but you're spewing nonsense. But this is something that you're just choosing to have. Nobody got hurt. Nobody died. Nobody did any of these things. You're just holding these huge rallies because you're very selfish. You're very narcissistic. And it's just, that's what you wanted to do. And so because of your choice of doing that, see, Egypt don't even want to hear about you. She left. But your choice of doing that, you were putting a lot of people in danger. And obviously we see what your health status is now. June 25th, this president says, coronavirus deaths are way down. Mortality rate is one of the lowest in the world. Our economy is roaring back and will not be shut down. Embers or flare-ups will be put out as necessary. Well, that was in June. It's September. Oh, it's October. Lord, it's October. Jobs aren't open like that. Some places are opening back up slowly, and some places are shutting right back down because they opened up too fast. We aren't the lowest. I know he used those little elementary school looking bar graphs for the interview. That made no sense. But your data's skewed. Your data's wrong. Shit's bad. New China virus cases up because of massive testing. Deaths are down, low and steady. The fake news media should report this, and also that new job numbers are setting records. What records? He always talks about records. What records is he breaking? I want to know. Can I see this record book that he's talking about? Because he's always about some records, this being the greatest, he being the best, and I think it's just like literally all him blowing his own head up. Because where? Like, what are you talking about? And all his followers are like, yeah, he is. Yeah, it is. Look it up. Look it up. Where? You give me no data. You give me nothing. You just keep saying whatever Papa Trump says, you spew right behind him. I mean, and not to mention, again, this is the beginning of July. The CARE Act ran out at the end of July. We have tons and tons and tons of people who are still trying to get unemployment, who never got it, who are still getting let go. Even like now, Disney just let a whole lot of people go. United or American Airlines just let a whole lot of people go. Like, what is he talking about with these job increases? People are still trying to get help. There's no jobs. They're not. Why does the lamestream fake news media refuse to say that China virus deaths are down 39%? And that we now have the lowest fatality or mortality rate in the world? They just can't stand that we are doing so well for our country. Are we? Again, this is the same time where everything was hitting the fan. We're not. And it's not the China virus. And so you're not going to hear the news say that the China virus is at its lowest rate, because they're not going to be disrespectful like you and call it the China virus. They'll call it COVID-19 or the coronavirus. We are united in our effort to defeat the invisible China virus. And many people say that it is patriotic to wear a face mask when you can't socially distance. There is nobody more patriotic than me, your favorite president. First of all, he ain't my fucking favorite president. Never have, never will be. But yes, it's a good thing to wear a mask. This is probably one, I can agree with half of this tweet. It is very helpful, if you want to call it patriotic, whatever. It's very safe, it's very respectful, it's very helpful to wear this mask. I wish that he would keep this mask on and keep wearing this mask and stop making it sound like some days it's good, some days it's bad, some days you're weak, some days you're strong. Like, just wear the mask. He says, Sleepy Joe Biden was acknowledged by his own people to have done a terrible job on a much easier situation, the H1N1 swine flu. The old Biden administration failed badly on this, and now he sits back in his basement and criticizes every move we make on the China virus, doing great job. Okay, first of all, it's one of my favorites because he was in office. However, he was vice president. You're president. So you're sitting in two different chairs. Now he's coming for your chair. He's coming for that wig. I don't know where, again, the data comes from, but as of right now, COVID has 215,000 deaths. H1N1 in 2009 had 12,469, all right? Roughly 203,000 less people. So Biden failed badly with the swine flu. It was the gang that couldn't shoot straight. He didn't have a clue. We have done an incredible job with the much tougher China virus. Again, China virus, it's not the name for it. Again, you didn't do a much better job. The numbers, 12,469 versus 215,000, very, very different numbers. You're talking about something else. You're not even talking about the way that he even just led the country. You're talking about this other thing that has nothing to do with right now. It's just like when he keeps bringing up Hillary Clinton, he always talk about crooked Clinton. Like, she lost. 2016, she lost. Let it go. You keep talking about Obama, what he did. It's been out of office for 4 years. Let it go. Like, what are you doing now to make things better? Stop talking about what people messed up. What are you doing to do good? This man who decides to have these huge rallies, who says that Biden is weak for wearing a mask and all these other things, he caught this invisible China virus that he likes to keep calling, which is super disrespectful. This man caught COVID. What pisses me off in those type situations is, number one, you have like the greatest healthcare in this country. It is being paid for by taxpayers. It's being paid for by us people. It ain't you, not with your $750. It's being paid for by us. You are going out there and voluntarily getting sick because you're acting like it's a joke and you're acting like it's a game. And it pisses me off because there's so many people who try to get Medi-Cal or Medicaid or any type of medical help and any type of insurance that are always denied. There's families who can't afford medications and other things for their family, and they're trying to live healthy. You're living reckless. You're doing dumb shit, and then these people come and take care of you with the best services. I think that if this man decides that he don't want to wear a mask and he catch COVID, go live that shit out and figure it out. Okay? It's not fair to waste resources on you. It's not fair to waste medicine on you, time on you, any of that. It's such an unfair thing because you literally just got COVID because you wanted to get COVID. I mean, that's what it is. You're stupid. And so now people who need this help, they're being denied, and you're getting all kind of super health care for being dumb. It's not fair. While you're doing this, you're putting people's lives in danger. So you have your supporters out there at the hospital waiting for you to come out and checking in on you and hoping you're okay. Whatever, that's fine. To each his own with that. I have nothing to say. But what I think is dumb and selfish and inconsiderate of you is for you to put those Secret Service workers in that car with you and you go take this little joyride around so you can wave to them. So now these people are going to be sick. These people need to quarantine. These people need to make sure that they're not passing COVID to their family and friends because you just wanted to go out and wave to people. And then your response, of course, because you tweeted about it, you say, the media is upset because I got into a secure vehicle to say thank you to many fans and supporters who were standing outside of the hospital for many hours and even days to pay their respect to their president. If I didn't do it, media would say you're rude. No, they wouldn't. They would say, finally, this man got some damn sense. It's not rude. The media would have said, wow, the president did something right. You're showing people that, yeah, I should quarantine. I should not be out. I should not be around groups of people. I should not be just driving. I should go out if I need to go out, but not just because I want to go out. Oh, he's getting ready to go to the White House, and he, of course, tweets. And he says, I will be leaving the Great Walter Reed Medical Center today at 6:30 p.m. Feeling really good. Don't be afraid of COVID. Don't let it dominate your life. We have developed under the Trump administration some really great drugs and knowledge. I feel better than I did 20 years ago. Okay. So let's unpack this terrible, terrible statement. First of all, you should be afraid of COVID. It's very disrespectful for you to say that to people, and there's been, again, 215,000 deaths. Great, you're still alive right now. Great, you're surviving through it. That's awesome. I don't wish death on anybody. So I don't want to say I wish you died. I would not say that. However, I will say that you are a rude, selfish, nasty person, making it like, oh, it's not a big deal. Don't let it run your life. There has literally been over 215,000 people in this country that have died from this. Okay, and all your supporters were super sad for a minute with you because they're like, oh, he got it. Let's pray for him. Let's do all this. Let's not make fun of it. Let's support him right now while he's down. But as soon as you're okay, oh no, it's fake. It's fine. Like, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. There's nothing else to say. Yeah, under the Trump administration right now, these drugs have been created because there has not been any other presidents during COVID. So don't make it sound like, oh, you know, this was during Clinton's administration, they didn't get it right. Obama's didn't get it right. Bush's didn't get it right. Like, no, dummy. It just came about. So yeah, you're president. It's under your administration that these drugs are coming out. And then when you get back to the White House, you get out the car, you should be going to the house quarantine, right? No, you go and you go up on the balcony and you go to make a speech and you pull your mask right back off while you're still around people. Like, keep your mask on. If you're in a room by yourself, take it off, fine. You're in a room, Melania, whatever. Both of y'all sick and trying to get over it, fine. But keep your mask on. One of his newest tweets that he's put out that again shows that he has no regards for this virus, no regards for quarantining. He says, we'll be back on the campaign trail soon. The fake news only shows the fake polls. Okay, well, first of all, your numbers are down. They're down. Stop saying everything's fake. Just say, I hope I do better. I hope I can put my numbers back up. Stop lying. They down. It's okay. However, you don't need to be back on the campaign trail soon. Like, literally, you had COVID like 3 days ago. It's 14 days. You got a week and a half that you need to be staying your ass home away from people. And then what kills me on top of it, he has decided to stop any COVID funding or COVID relief until after the election. What he's doing is buying votes. He's bribing people. Don't care what you say, that's straight up bribery. He's saying that if I win, you guys will get some COVID money. If I lose, then fuck y'all till January. Okay? Now, when Biden wins, then yeah, I fully have faith that Biden will do something to help us out. So we'll be fine in January, but I just want all of us to be real and understand that when Trump loses, it's gonna be shit until then. He's a sore loser, he's a crybaby, his supporters are crazy. I would much rather 2 months of hell than 4 more years of this shit. And that's being real, you know? So let's do what we gotta do. Get this man out of office. Please get rid of him. I'm so over him. I'm so exhausted with him. I'm so exhausted with his supporters. Anyways, thank you for checking my video out. Please vote. Early vote if you can. Go to the polls if you can. Mail your ballots in if you can. If you're mailing your ballot in, please make sure you sign just like it looks on your license, because they will throw your ballot away. All right, they're gonna be trying to be real funny, especially this year with this man in office. You know that. So make sure all your stuff is legit, together, and taken care of. Please do what you got to do. Let's make this thing work. Let's actually make this country a wonderful place. I ain't saying that make America great shit. Let's make this place wonderful for everybody, not just him and his fans. All right? I love you guys. I will talk to y'all in the next video. Egypt, I guess, is back for the exit. Say bye, Egypt. You say bye? She petty. Bye, y'all. Love you.